How's it going? Welcome to One Piece of a Dream. My name is Richard. This is my wife Claire.
Hi.
Today we're going to be discussing the spoilers for One Piece chapter 1075. If you don't want to be spoiled, please click off now. With that out of the way, let's just go ahead and hop right into them. The chapter is titled Labofe's Death Game.
Sounds like a fun game.
Oh yeah, I think this is going to be an amazingly fun game. I want to know exactly what about this is going to be a game, because so far nothing has been set up to be a game. Although there have been suspicions, I should say, among the Vegapunks and everything, at least with the fans. Say like last chapter, people were really, thinking Shaka was a traitor. So maybe,
did we.
Yeah, so I did too, and so did she. So I mean, I guess we're actually maybe gonna get a little bit of a, a reveal on this, hopefully, because
Yeah, but it could also just be a red herring.
yeah, because, it's true, but, who else would be able to turn this lab into a game? I just feel like it's definitely one of the Vegapunks. But, well, let's just go ahead and move on from there and see what we find out. The cover art for this chapter is actually Vegapunk meeting the 5 elders.
We already knew about this.
We did know about this, but I guess we're going to get to see it illustrated. This was mentioned, not last chapter, but the chapter before, by St. J. Garcia Saturn. And I suppose that this is going to be the actual meeting. This is probably going to have to somehow tie in with Germa. If I had to guess, this will probably be leading to the creation of the SSG. So I guess we'll see where that goes from there. Moving on though. Someone is destroying all the Denden Mushis in the lab. Shaka can't see what's happening on his monitors. So, yeah. If you remember in the last chapter, Shaka was actually saying that the Denden Mushis were likely taken out by the Seraphim. Well, this is strange.
Clearly not.
Yeah, clearly not. But this may, if they're still being destroyed and Shaka's looking at the monitors, in a way this could vindicate Shaka from actually being the traitorous Vegapunk.
I mean, does it though?
Unless it's another one.
He could have a helper.
Yeah, unless it's another one helping him. But we'll see. I mean, there's no guarantee yet that it's even a Vegapunk that's the traitor. Anyway, moving on though. The Straw Hat and Vegapunk clones form 4 groups. One of the groups is attacked by S-Snake. S-Bear and S-Hawk attack the control room. Shaka gives them an order to stop, but it doesn't work.
That's not good.
So that kind of indicates Shaka at least a little bit, because if Shaka can't give the order, there's 2 things here. Either one, since we saw with Stussy that someone on the same level as you can't just override someone else's order. It has to be the original person that gave the order. So for this to be the way it is, where Shaka can't override that order, it would have to be that either another Vegapunk gave the order and Shaka's not allowed to call them off, or a Gorosei is there to give the order. And as we know, there's not likely going to be a Gorosei around. It's more than likely going to be another Vegapunk, because there is a Gorosei on the way. And
he's not there yet.
Yeah, unless he did get there and we just haven't been shown it. But I kind of doubt that.
How would he have gotten there that fast? That's too fast.
Yeah, it's too fast. I don't think he's there yet. I doubt that the Gorosei is on the island yet. But I would say that it's likely another Vegapunk. And I know everybody's going to go to, the obvious answer now. I know some people are saying, Pythagoras or Edison could be it. But,
Why Edison?
I don't know. The obvious answer would be Lilith. But I feel like that's just too obvious. Because, evil. But,
Lilith.
It's obvious enough that it just might be the right answer. And she actually...
I think not, actually.
I'm going to say it's her.
I'm just going to say it's not.
Oda wants us to dance around on this, but I'm just going to say it's her, because I really just believe that, for one, she's evil. It's in the name. And 2, unless she's working directly with Shaka, which is still a possibility, I'm just going to say right now, this seems blatant in your face enough that Oda would be like, yeah, they're not going to guess the obvious answer.
Wouldn't it be really funny if it was York?
I don't think it's York. I'm just going to be, I don't think it's York.
Either.
No, I don't think she's not exactly the smartest one. She's kind of just eats and poops all day. So, I can't really...
Sleeps.
And sleeps.
Don't forget that it's the 3rd most important thing that she does.
It is. It could be Atlas.
Atlas?
Maybe. If she's angry. But no. Why would it be Atlas? Lucci quite literally destroyed Atlas for the most part. I just cannot see Atlas possibly being a traitor after the world government did something like that to her. But I do have a theory.
Where's Stella?
Yeah, where is Stella? Maybe it's possible it's none of the satellites, and Stella is the actual perpetrator here. I know it's unlikely. People are probably going to think that that's just not the case.
Sounds really bizarre.
Yeah, and it obviously seems more likely to be Lilith. But I think that Stella might actually be the one causing all this. I almost am certain of it, because think about it, he could phase in and out of existence, he could hide from Shaka, no problem. He was turned into an infant by Bonnie, yes, but like at the same time, it's not permanent, and it was specifically stated that it's not permanent, so maybe he decided to go and, wait it out until he could get himself back to normal, and then he started causing havoc. Maybe he's actually working with the government right now to take out Straw Hat as a Yonko. And you gotta remember in the beginning of this too, when they came to Egghead, Lilith literally told him, "You're welcome to a government island, basically. What are you doing here?" Essentially, like, we worked past that, but I'm thinking we might not actually work past that, because Vegapunk, even though he's technically defecting, and we know that Kizaru and them are saying they want to kill him, what if it's possible that that's all just misleading, and it's Vegapunk himself, the main body, who's actually the traitor to the Straw Hats and the rest of the Vegapunks? Maybe
that'd be pretty messed up, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe he's just using them as like bait, because he probably can activate all of this stuff from anywhere. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. But moving on,
I would be very unhappy if that was the case.
I could see it happening. I just can't see it being an ending that we can accept.
There's no valid reason for it, from what we can see currently, anyway.
There is no valid reason, but I mean, we might get one. It wouldn't be the first time Oda's done something like this, so I mean...
Maybe.
I don't know, I just think that it's possible. Right now, none of the Vegapunks are trustworthy. We've basically narrowed it down. Yeah, we've narrowed it down to where it has to be one of them, and I just think that right now the most likely candidate is Stella, because he's nowhere to be found, he's not with Bonnie anymore, and I just don't think that, any of the other Vegapunks really add up, aside from maybe Lilith. So, I'm not saying it couldn't be Lilith, it might very well be Lilith, and we know that Sentomaru, who is very loyal to Vegapunk, very much entrusted Luffy to get, Vegapunk's Stella body off the island, but maybe it's possible that even to Sentomaru, Vegapunk was not scared to lie to him. Think about it. He literally manipulated Sentomaru on his day off to get him to do what Sentomaru was currently doing. Maybe it's possible that Vegapunk...
That is true.
Yeah, maybe Vegapunk isn't such a great guy after all, and maybe this is all just a setup.
But it hurts.
It hurts, but it's not impossible. And maybe he did all this now because Bonnie's going to learn the truth about what happened with Kuma, and that Vegapunk's actually an asshole. I think that's what we might learn. I think Vegapunk is actually very much evil, and I think that we're going to learn some very not nice things about him coming up in the next couple of chapters here. But
I really hope that you're wrong.
I hope I'm wrong too.
I hope that you're wrong.
I hope I'm wrong too. I'm not gonna say like, the theory has no chance, because I know it has a chance. Anyway, we move on to see that Lucci and Kaku have woken up and asked Luffy and Zoro to free them to fight together. And
Why?
To move on, there's actually an elaboration here. It was basically that Luffy and Zoro are being attacked by two Seraphim at the time, and he and Kaku are both held in Sea Prism Stone. So Lucci and Kaku are asking Zoro and Luffy, and remember, Luffy's tired right now. Luffy's not, up in at full power. He just did Gear 5 against Lucci. He's running around all Egghead. He broke his shoes. He's not in good shape. We saw him on the couch. He was a tuckered boy. So I'm not very surprised, if he needs some assistance, if he actually considers...
Yeah, but my thing is, what's gonna stop Lucci and Kaku from just turning around and attacking Luffy and Zoro when they get the chance?
I mean, if you think about it, though, they probably won't do that, because Lucci and Kaku...
What makes you say that?
Because they both got their asses beat individually by the two of them.
True.
Why would they want to walk themselves back home again?
They're stubborn.
They are stubborn.
They're persistent.
We saw that, yes, but look, they're not stupid. They're not going to keep doing the same thing over and over again. That's the definition of insanity. Lucci may be, maybe he is insane, but I don't think Oda's insane. I don't think Oda's just going to keep writing him to write himself into a circle. Plus, they already failed their mission, so it's not like they can go home. They're currently in Sea Prism Stone cuffs. The government's not going to take them back. We saw what happened last time when they were in CP9 and they failed.
So what do you think their future holds?
They're probably going to be renegade after this. They're probably either not going to be going back to the government, and maybe they'll become an ally to the Straw Hats. I don't know. I don't really care exactly what happens with them as much as a lot of people seem to. But, I wouldn't hate it if they became friends. I mean, it's not like they're terrible characters. I don't really care. to be honest, about Lucci and Kaku and them. They stopped being relevant after they lost the first time to me. I wasn't that excited for the fight the second time around because when they came to Egghead, and I know people are probably going to get mad about this, but I already knew how the fight was going to go between Gear 5 Luffy.
The fight was gonna go.
Yeah, between Gear 5 Luffy and Lucci. It seemed like a very anticlimactic fight. So that's just my thoughts. I mean, you could say whatever you thought about that fight down in the comments, and definitely let me know. Do you think that it's a good idea, or do you think that they're going to free Lucci and Kaku and have them...
They probably will.
They probably will, let's be honest. They'll probably have them fight against the Seraphim with them. But let me know what you think down in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. S-Snake also attacks Frankie's group, and Sanji is not in that group, but that's not confirmed. And Stussy and Sanji and Jinbei are in the same group. So that's just another little tidbit of information to throw out there for you.
Sanji's was Stussy.
So I guess we'll get to see how Boa does against Frankie and...
The itty-bitty one.
Yeah, the little Boa, I mean, against Frankie and whoever else is with them. You know, it should be an exciting chapter. I guess this is the death game. I just don't understand the chapter's name.
I bet we'll see.
Yeah, hopefully maybe we'll get more information when the full spoilers come out regarding what this is referring to. But I feel like the Vegapunks have somehow set this up, and this is actually, or the main Stella body set this up or something. And either, what if this is actually just setting up for like research for the Seraphim? So that he can further the Seraphim's
like
powers.
Some complex nonsense.
Yeah.
To test them out.
Yeah. What if Vegapunk did this to
that'd be
test their
mad.
powers out and like advance them? That would be crazy, actually, if that were the case.
That would be extra.
It would be extra, but I wouldn't put it past Vegapunk to do it for the sake of science.
No, I absolutely can see that happening, and that's the issue.
Yeah, that might actually be happening, and it's like the worst possible time that could have happened, because we do have the entire full force of the Marines on the way to the island, and I'm not really sure why Vegapunk would ever think that was a great idea, or even any of the satellites of Vegapunk. I mean, I guess we'll see. I don't know. I'm really excited to see what happens. I really want to get some more information. Hopefully we get some clarity on this, because this chapter's name is very confusing to what's going on. I can't really see how Death Game has anything to do with what's going on. It just seems like the Seraphim are just being forced to attack, you know, the Straw Hats and everybody. So, I mean, I guess we'll see what happens. If even Shaka can't turn him off. Clearly it's another Vegapunk doing it, but I don't know. I'm just hyped to see it. Let me know what you guys think. I really, really, really want to see this play out. Anyway, that's all we got for you guys today. That's the end of the spoilers. We'll definitely be doing the full spoilers when they drop, and we'll be doing a chapter review as soon as the chapter drops. We'll be making sure we get that out as fast as possible. If you guys enjoyed the video, maybe consider watching another video after this one's up, and don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all of that good stuff. Until then, we'll see you guys again next video. Peace.
Bye.